Hey guys, welcome to Samson's World. This is Sit and Spin, where I sit down with some badass comedians. We pick some topics out of the hat, and we discuss that shit. Today on my show, this is a total honor. First up, I have a comedian. He's an actual bass player, which is cool because I'm a drummer. We might form a band after this. He's a singer and a comedian, which is rare. Give it up for Mr. Glenn Bolton, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Whoa, go. Next on my show, ladies and gentlemen, this woman is a writer, producer, stand-up comedian, and she is a manager. Hello. Give it up for Miss Christine King. All right. Guys, welcome to the show. I just shoot up my youngest son, Charlie. If people don't know, I'm not only a talk show host, I'm doing daddy daycare at the same time. So, you know, put my son on a little bit of a movie. You know, put him on a little Paw Patrol while we do the talk show. So let's hope that goes well, you know what I mean? So, okay, let's start off with you, Chrissy. Do you go Chrissy or Christine? The big debate.
It's one of those names where it's like, I'm Chris, I'm Chrissy, I'm Chris King, I'm Christine.
Mm-hmm. Chris K.
Yeah. Chris K, CCK,
Sakai.
Yeah.
And the OC, Sakai.
Yeah.
Sakai.
Okay,
Sakai.
Yeah. And it's funny because my initials are CCK.
Oh,
and
Sakai.
so my email, people always remember, and someone's like, yeah, how could you forget? It's like cock without the O.
That is hilarious. I won't forget that now. Yeah, that just popped into my head. A cock. A cock is how I will remember your email address. It's a cock.
Without the O.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. What was her email address? Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm like taking a piss and remember.
Yeah, just remember, it's like cork.
It's like
cork with
without
no
the O.
You know?
Hilarious. Now, let me talk. So, well, not let me talk. I mean, let me talk. All right, so, Christine, how is it having to hide being a manager? Because we know comedians are crackheads, okay? People don't know comedians are like crackheads. Promoters are the pimps. And, you know, and so being a manager, you're also, I wouldn't label you guys in the pimp category because, you know, you guys are generally nicer.
We're pimp adjacent.
We're pimp adjacent. There you go. We're just opening up the door. Little Chucks is coming back in, guys. What is it, Chucks?
You hide the TV on.
I hid the TV remote? Why would I hide the TV remote from you?
Because the TV is not on and the remote is not on.
Okay. Do me this. Let me finish the talk show and then I'll come up. You want to sit here for a minute? Oh, come on, man. Sit here for 2 seconds, all right? So, okay, guys, we're back in the show. Guys, this is a live talk show. This is how it works. Sometimes kids interrupt talk shows. Jimmy Fallon, you don't have to bring your kids to work, do you? Asshat. All right, now, Glenn, you are an actual bass player. Tell us a little bit about that.
I started playing bass like 17, 18 years ago.
Okay. It's about how long I played drums for. That's nice.
Yeah, so I've been doing it longer than I've been doing anything, really.
Right.
And I started because my dad played, and then he quit and just left his bass in his like office closet. Mm-hmm. So when he would go to work at night, I would just sneak in there and play it. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Why was your dad hiding the bass from you? Why wouldn't he try to be like, son, come here?
He's very particular about his things.
So he's like, do not. So he's one of those dads. Like, I don't know if you saw. I saw Elton John, the Rocket Man, and his dad, like Elton John's like, hey, daddy, what is this record? Right? He's like, don't touch my fucking records ever again. Yeah. And Elton John is like, okay, scarred for life. Like, was your dad kind of like intense like that? Like, don't come into my study?
That's what he said at first. He was like, hey, don't go in my office touching my shit when I'm at work.
Right.
I know if you touched it.
Right.
Because he'll like dust shit like a detective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Fucking fingerprints. So what happened was my mom just casually mentioned it when she was on the phone with him one night. He was like, what? He's been in my office touching my shit? I'm like, all right, I'm dead. Thanks, Mom. Thanks. Thank you.
And then your mom's like, but show him what you can play, honey.
Right.
How is it being a manager and a comedian? You know, how do comedians react? Do you have to kind of hide that you're a manager from people?
Yes, and I mean, it's a little tricky. I used to manage years ago, before my son was born, and I managed actors and writers. Mm-hmm. And then, and I'm a writer, so when I decided to start doing comedy, it's like a lens you can't really turn off. So I would see these comedians, these great comedians, and oh my God, like, you have no representation. So, I don't know, I just sort of wanted to help a handful of people that I believed in, I thought were really funny.
Got it.
But I don't advertise, and I do keep it quiet, because
Well, and that's cool too, because I think it's smart in terms, I mean, I've done a lot of producing over the years and whatnot, and, in a sense, you can make money with your friends in comedy and help their careers to grow while your career grow. You get that percentage of their success. So, because I think a lot of times out here, people don't realize that investing, you can't just invest in everyone because you'll run yourself dry, but it's like you kind of pick your right friends to invest in. Say Dell and I are here doing the show together. We've invested in each other for this, and we're helping each other to get there. Whereas if I didn't have Dell to take my kid upstairs right now, we'd have to stop doing the show. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's nice to see that you actually participate in the building of.
Well, it's collaborative. I mean, everyone I work with we're all writers as well, so we all have sort of side things we're working on together, and multi-hyphenate, like people who act, do comedy, and write.
Right.
So so it's a nice little community of people working together. It's been fun.
It's been cool.
Tricky, but
okay.
Yeah.
That is, so now, Glenn, back to you. You're a regular at the Hollywood Improv, right? Mm-hmm. What shows do you usually do there at the Improv?
I do Glazed there.
Glazed? What is that? Is that a donut show, or what do we do?
Is
that a weed reference?
Yeah, it is a weed reference.
Got it.
It's funny you say that, because the guy that created the show got like a commercial with Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, wow.
So I think 2 shows ago, he hit him up, was like, hey guys, can I get some donuts for the show? And he shows up with like a stack of Dunkin' Donuts.
That's funny.
That's great.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think they really gave him free donuts, or do you think he was like, fuck, man, Dunkin' said no. But for $25, I can go buy 5 dozen and make it look like we're sponsored. That's what I would do, personally.
No, I feel like...
And Dunkin' ain't even my favorite donuts, really, keep it real, but...
They're my favorite donuts to eat a lot of.
Well, if they're free.
Yeah.
Krispy Kreme would be my favorite to eat a lot of. Or there's this place, shout out Daily Donuts, right on the corner of Franklin here in Silver Lake. This little Asian woman who's been there for like 30 years, and they're just, 89 cents a donut. What's that cost you? You got Silver Lake donuts here like $4 a donut.
Yeah.
For some bullshit. So Glazed. So a lot of weed smoking, donuts each time. Is it weed humor, or?
It's humor that appeals to people that smoke weed.
Okay. I mean, I smoke weed.
Yeah, it's not all weed jokes, but
right.
I mean,
it's just like weed adjacent.
Yeah, but it's just weed
themed.
But it doesn't even have to be like anything to do with weed and the subject matter.
Okay.
It's just like, it's just stuff that people into that culture enjoy, but people in general really.
Okay.
It's
so it's
kind of optimized. For
is it like a just traditional stand-up show? So the Glazed weed show. So do comedians have to be high before they do the show?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
That's cool.
It's
Singers
optional.
have to be.
I don't think it's good to. I don't think it's. I can't really. I can, but I don't prefer to like get high and go do stand up. It's tougher. You're just that kind of second off, and you're, where stand up you gotta be really. That's, I guess you can see why cocaine would have been more friendlier to comedians, because you're I've never done coke, but from what you can see, it's just that speedy. Your mind is right there. But
here's the thing. I feel like cocaine is like, it makes your mind go faster.
Right.
But a speed your mind isn't built for. So therefore shit just falls apart.
Right. Well, you can't get a hard on coke, I've heard. So maybe in comedy, you can't quite hit the audience with that comedy hard on, so to speak. Okay. Let's switch it up, guys. Let's start playing
I made the mistake once of smoking weed that wasn't mine before a show, and I was doing the main room for the first time at the comedy store, and it was someone, I'm not going to mention names, like, hey Christy, you want to hit? And I should have known better. Anyone over 200 pounds is going to have really good weed. And I had like 2 hits, and it was like polio pop.
Oh man!
I was like, you were amazing.
Oh,
I don't remember.
That's the one thing I hate. 1 out of 20 times you get high and just freak out. My wife would be like, "Oh, you doing it again? Are you freaking out? Really? Is it worth it?" And I'm like, "Oh, you're making it worse."
Right.
Like, don't fucking make me. I'm already feeling it. All right, guys. Well, let's get in the sit and spin. We're gonna pick some topics out of the hat, and we're just gonna. You guys just give your little responses to it, and you read it out loud. I don't read, so I have my guests read for me. Yep, read out loud, Chrissy. Let's hear it.
Do we kneel for cap or stand for the flag?
Oh wow, starting it off
Woo!
with some social justice.
Yeah,
I mean, just like how do you feel?
this
you know,
is a very simple...
I personally, I kneel for the Kaepernicks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm all for it. A lot of white people have a real hard time admitting that white privilege is a thing. You know what I mean? I think some white people think if we admit to white privilege, it's going to get taken away from us. You know, but I mean, we'll always be white.
I personally have had. It's been a non-issue for me if he wants to kneel. I don't give a shit about the flag.
You don't get that's the thing.
I just don't. I mean, even as a kid, I hated like saying the Pledge of Allegiance every day. We got to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Like,
right? Yeah.
You know, it's for me personally. I think it's perfunctory bullshit about nationalism and our country and patriotism. It's come on.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit when you get mad at Kaepernick, but you're in like an American flag thong.
Yeah,
getting wasted, it's like, okay, so you stand for the flag. And I mean, how many of those white trash guys, I mean, when they're watching football, at home on their couch, how many of those motherfuckers stand up and put their hand across their heart? You know what I mean? They're like eating chips and dip and farting, eating
honestly,
beer.
I mean, I know of a few guys that would probably do that. They'd probably stand up.
Oh, really?
All y'all motherfuckers, get up.
Get up, y'all.
Get up. You ain't American.
Get up.
Well,
America.
Get me beer.
This here's America.
Mom.
God damn it.
Mom, get Grandma out of the chair. Grandma, stand the fuck up, Grandma. Man, that Kaepernick. You know they try to almost
I couldn't
put a
even say
racial
his
slur.
name.
And he got like a Jew nose.
Yeah, it does.
I don't
Like, yeah,
understand.
it's
I
got a
couldn't
Jew
even
nose.
pronounce his name when
Well,
I first seen it.
Yeah, what, Kuipers?
Yeah.
Kuipers and
I
necks?
I ain't trying to eat no salad, dude. What the hell is
I
this?
know. Oh my God. Well,
Stand up.
I think we hit that. All right, guys, next topic. Oh, yeah, your turn. Sorry. My bad.
All right, let's see.
Where are you from, Glenn? Bolton. No relation to Michael Bolton. I don't want to assume too much. But
I have a distant.
you have a
relative.
rich dad who's a famous singer.
I have a distant relative named Michael. I've never met him. I've never met him personally.
It could be the Michael Bolton dude. You might
No,
wanna look into
just
that.
a really fucking miserable guy because he's named Michael Bolton.
Right.
And there are people that constantly.
They're like,
Michael Bolton.
you're not the the white soul singer dude.
Right. It's like, what the fuck do you think? Dude?
Yeah. Okay.
Could be worse.
Could be worse.
Much worse.
Sleep with someone on the first date or make them wait.
Oh, I bet you're a gentleman, Glenn.
I've slept with. You know what? Let's put it like this.
All right.
I don't think.
Rubber's off. Let's talk. Here's next up on my show. Rubber's off. Let's talk.
I think you just go whatever feels appropriate.
There
You know what I'm
you
saying?
go.
If you're
Yeah.
both on the same page, why the fuck not?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Might die tomorrow, man. One life.
We're adults.
You know, like that one song, I wanna touch the air sometime, saying, hey, yo, gonna get. Oh, yeah.
We're adults.
We're
I'm
adults,
sorry. I'm at
right?
a certain age. I talk about this on stage.
Yeah.
It's like, I did everything. I had the kid, all that.
Yeah,
I'm at an
so-
age where, like, if I want to fuck, I'm gonna
She's gonna
fuck.
fuck, dude. DTF.
You know?
Nice, Chrissy.
And what's funny is a lot of people be like, "Oh, so and so's not gonna respect you." If
Who cares?
a woman sleeps with you, and we've talked about this on the first date, like
She doesn't.
she doesn't respect you.
No, not at all.
Because you're not a keeper.
No,
you're
exactly.
You're just, you're a vibrator with a heartbeat.
There you go.
Then again-
Vibrator with a heartbeat. That's
Alright.
awesome.
Then I don't know. I mean,
But if you want to
it could
wait,
also,
you
it
can
could,
wait.
but it could also turn into one of those situations where like you sleep with each other on the first night and you end up dating for a year and a half.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
no,
Like,
that definitely
Yeah,
that
it
could
happens all
happen.
the time.
Yeah.
Look, I think it's not a bad thing. I notice as women get into their more cheetah to the cougar-ish stage that they are like young college guys trying to fuck. Like, I mean, I went to Nashville one time and I'd see all these bachelorette parties of these women and they had shirts like 50 is the new 40. And these women were so aggressive. I mean, I was like, holy shit, these bitches are horny.
And they'll also
And
fist
it is,
bump
but
you
it's, they'll
after you
fit, yeah.
fuck,
Oh, yeah, and they're like,
straight
cool,
up.
because, you know, and I gotta say, there's something nice about it to the sense, like, if
Time to go.
if you just want to fuck, yeah,
Later,
you
bro.
should be able to just have your sex and move on. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It doesn't have to be anything attached to it.
No.
No.
All right, so take off your clothes, guys. No, let's move on. All right, next topic.
Wow, we're unpatriotic
I know.
whores over here.
We're in Silver Lake. We're not in North Hollywood. What is it?
I
That
pick
face.
one more.
No, that's we only have one more.
Oh, man.
1 minute to improvise a scene about white privilege.
This is fitting because we just had the cat.
All right, I
thing.
had white privilege last night. I want to do it.
All right, let's do it.
Oh my God. So
but,
anyway,
but it's both you
with
guys
you?
together in the scene.
All right,
yeah.
Glenn.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
And
You go.
So I couldn't help but notice you just got pulled over right there. Is everything cool? Like what happened?
Nothing. I have a date tomorrow night with the guy. He was great. He was really sweet. I was going a little fast, and my tags were expired, and I'm a little bit under the influence. But you know, I'm cute and I'm white and I'm a woman.
Yeah. What? I can't process any of this. That you just your tags were expired.
Mm-hmm. And my license.
You're a little drunk. Your license is expired, and he's taking you out on a date.
And I was on my phone.
Jesus, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we call that white privilege.
and scene. Nice work, guys. Thank you. Very nice. That was beautiful. All right, Glenn Bolton. You just got one of those names you have to say together.
I know.
And then he's like, Glenn
Glenn
is,
Bolton.
like your graduation, your parents must have been extra proud. Like, what's your middle name?
Glenn.
Glenn Bolton?
No.
Glenn
God
Bolton
damn
and
it.
Gigi Bolton.
No.
That's a weird name.
No, it's
What's your first name?
Herbert.
Ah, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Herbert Glenn Bolton. Or
Yeah.
Glenn Herbert Bolton sounds
No, because here's the thing. If you flip my first and middle name around, my initials are GHB.
Gab.
No.
Not like cock.
I'm sorry, GHB. I wasn't
Yeah,
very good at
it's-
that. Kahib, yeah, it's not as good as cock. Mine is sack.
He
though.
likes
Mine's-
cock over GHB.
I
So
mean,
if
I-
you're trying to
you know.
shopping for gifts.
That's his initials.
Glenn Herbert Bolton.
Yeah, mine is
No, but
Samson
I mean, why was that
Alexander.
wrong?
Oh no, GHB is like
That's a drug.
yeah, it's a
Okay,
drug.
that's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Oh.
But mine is sack and yours is cock. So together,
Well,
we're a
there's no
package.
O.
Wow, the
Cock,
total
right?
package.
Yeah,
Yeah.
SAC. So
What's-
all right,
Yeah.
we'll talk about that later though.
Mhm.
Yeah. If you could only take 3 things to an island for the rest of your life, what would they be?
Oh snap.
That's a good one.
Well, I mean, I'll probably go. I'd say sushi, a supermodel, and an endless supply of weed. And I think I could be good.
I would take also a bunch of weed.
Okay.
Something to make music on, preferably a guitar.
Damn, I didn't bring that.
Yeah. And obviously some company.
Yeah, and I didn't even bring a lighter or anything.
That comes with the weed
That's the
package.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like
yeah,
a weed
yeah, 'cause how am I
package.
gonna? You know what I was
Right.
thinking about though? A magnifying glass. You remember when you'd like burn ants? Did you guys ever do that with the sun and the magnifying
No,
glass?
psycho.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah, I have
do that.
serial killer tendencies, but I look like one. But like, if you take a magnifying glass and the power of the sun and you like put it down, it'll like start a fire
Yeah.
and burn. So you could like kill ants or burn leaves. But
Yeah.
I always wondered, why didn't anybody take that on a camping trip? A magnifying glass,
Dahmer approach.
right? About you, Christine? Three
I
things.
definitely bring the weed.
Okay, we're all in on that.
I bring, paper and a pen to something to write with. Sorry. I'd have to
Okay,
write.
you could probably get that off the island, like off some tree husk or
Papyrus,
something.
there's like a
Scratch it, you scratch it, hieroglyphics.
I would have to write. And
a journal. You'll want a journal.
I'd bring a journal, weed, and
Mhm.
then somebody hot.
Yeah. Okay.
stamina.
Big Dick Danny.
Big Dick Danny. I'd bring
I don't know where.
I'd bring
I don't know
someone.
who Big Dick Danny is.
But they'd have to be fit and
Fit.
funny and smart.
Yeah. Hell yeah, like Moana.
Who
Right?
is that?
This is
You
a
know
cartoon,
Moana?
right?
Yeah.
Wait, well, wasn't that the girl?
Yeah, Moana. No. Oh yeah, you're right.
I don't want to
No,
bring
Maui. Maui is the one who plays the Rock, right? The Rock.
Oh,
plays
I'd bring
Maui.
what's her name? Lisa Bonet's husband.
Oh, Lenny
Lenny
Kravitz.
Kravitz.
No, the second
The
one.
new
I bring
husband.
either her first or
Either.
her. Second.
Oh,
husband.
the second one.
Jason.
Yes,
Jason.
yes.
Momoa.
Oh yeah. Okay.
She must have unicorn pussy.
That's pretty dope. Wow.
She gets some.
Unicorn pussy. Is that a horn in the pussy or
We're
what?
saying Lisa Bonet is.
Yeah, you're like
Ooh,
you get
that's-
spiked.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
painful.
She's got some magic down
She
there.
does that, man. Yeah, some people do. Some people say I have that fire pussy, but it's just. It's been laying dormant since college.
Sack.
Yeah, I might bring the pussy back. All right, this show's gonna get shut down. Seriously, SNL, hire me. I haven't said one bad thing about Asian people. All right, next topic.
Coming up.
Coming up.
Bad comments
Wait.
about Asian.
That's it.
That's it. This is our last one.
Oh, on a scale of 1 to 10, how messy are you?
Uh-oh.
Okay, but in what department?
Right. That's
Yeah,
important.
That's your choice. I was thinking, like, like your house, your apartment.
I
or something.
am disgustingly tidy.
Good. Okay.
Disgustingly organized and tidy and efficient, and
Yeah.
what I get done by 7 o'clock in the morning is
insane.
blow your mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you wake and bake?
No, I have a kid.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, mine's 17. He'll know. No,
he'll know. That
no,
is
I
the
know I
difference,
have to
isn't it?
work. I mean,
No,
I
I'm
don't
joking.
wake and bake, but no, I'm
No, I know.
incredibly organized.
Things organized. Okay, cool. And how about you, Mr. Glenn Bolton?
Just in life, I'd say I'm like a tad bit messy.
Okay.
But it's always like if I'm trying to find something like a tabletop will end up a mess because I'll pull some shit out. But then maybe an hour later, I'm like, I should probably pick that shit up.
Yeah.
So,
How many times do you walk by something in your house and you're like, I'm gonna get that next time, and then finally I'll
See,
give
I
myself
can't-
enough shit. But see, there's the difference. Like me, it might take 3 times I'll pass some shit that's just sitting on the floor in my room, and I'm like, dude, really, just pick that shit up. And then finally I'll give myself enough shit that I'll pick it up eventually. But I'm not. I realize you're an organized person. You probably oh shit, that's on the floor.
See, as soon as I see it,
Right. That's
I
the
can't
best
unsee
way to do
it.
Right.
I can't unsee
No,
it.
see me, I can be lazy where I can just be like, yeah, okay, I'll get that next time around. What is this, Del?
Oh no, you're
Lastly,
not.
what do we have? What is this? A picture of
Again,
Chrissy?
See the blue
TV.
before.
Okay,
The
this is
blue-
her
It's called
Throwback
Explain.
Thursday. That
No,
hair.
no.
What?
Explain that hair. That's
Explain.
the game.
Okay. Oh. Okay. We're gonna play a little game called.
Okay.
Okay,
I
guys.
can't believe.
We're gonna play a quick game called Explain That Hair before we get out of here. So,
yeah.
Chrissy, explain this hair. Okay, what was that from?
Okay,
That's
first
beautiful.
of all,
Jordache.
yeah.
Can I
Right,
see?
it looks like a Jordache.
Listen, this
You gotta
is way
click it so
okay.
you
First
can
of all,
see.
I made that pin that I'm wearing. I used to call those. Oh God, what did I
I'll
used to
put
call?
that up.
I
A
take my
brooch?
mother's old knee highs and stockings, and I'd put cotton in there, and then
Ah.
I'd stuff it and make little faces and eyes with beads and stuff.
Yeah.
And that was when the stick pin.
How do you get
craze
your
is
hair to
what-
blow out like that?
Like this, I
yeah.
had really good hair.
No,
I
you have
really
beautiful.
I had
This is a
great
wonderful
hair.
picture.
Yeah, it was the
That
turtleneck
hair.
velour stick
Wow.
pin.
What grade were you
1980,
in?
baby.
I think that was probably 7th or 8th grade.
7th or 8th
yeah.
grade. The glory days, man. The 80s was a good.
Junior high.
We had no clue how good we had it. You know what I mean?
That was good hair back then.
It was. Now, how about let's see, Glenn Bolton? What's happening here, man? Is this Black Santa or what are you doing here?
You gotta show it.
Oh, he doesn't even.
Oh,
He's
shit.
like, oh shit, dick pic.
So no, I used to do a live sketch comedy show,
Mm-hmm.
and I went and just got some random ass shit from a costume store, and I was just trying it on. And,
Okay.
You
I
look like
realized-
Nene Leakes in that.
Yeah.
But I realized it was super cheap, very not very high quality stuff, and it had been kind of smushed in the package. So it
Yeah.
was just kind of stuck like that. I
That's
couldn't.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that
very
was good,
fun.
man. I like it. Well, guys, this has been a lot of fun. Just real quick, just tell everybody your social media handles so we can follow you guys.
Okay. On Instagram, Twitter, all that, I'm at Glenn GLENN the letter B comic.
Okay.
Glenn B comic.
Glenn B Comic.
Glenn B.
E-B-A
Very
Comic.
clever.
Glenn B Comic. And how about you, Chris?
On Instagram.
Say Kai. Sorry. Sorry.
Cock.
Cool.
No, I'm on Instagram at Chrissy Berry, ChrissieBerries.
Awesome. You can see that right now below her. All right, guys. Well, this has been Sit and Spin. I got to thank my comedians for being on. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page. It's supporting my family. evil. I don't know what all this shit is. This is Samson's World, bitches. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. This little box here, click on it, go to the link of that video, and please subscribe. You're helping to support my family.